Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Soraya Says. Today I want to talk about something that people don't generally talk about, and that is how shit it can feel when Christmas ends. How it feels when all the wrapping paper has been thrown away, the Christmas food has been eaten, and the Christmas tree has been taken down, along with all our Christmas hopes and dreams. The fact is that December is spent planning for Christmas, doing fun Christmassy things, parties, getting together with friends, and just having a nice time. And the parties and nice things of December can be quite jarring when it's contrasted with the sort of grey gloominess of January, with all the months stretching ahead to summer. So, what can we do to counteract this? I have a few ideas. They're not groundbreaking, amazing, oh my god, I've never heard of this before. You probably have heard of this before. So I think it's important that we have things to look forward to besides summer holidays and Christmas holidays. I think it's really important because I think it's so depressing to constantly be walking around just waiting for your next holiday, to just be waiting for the next few weeks that you get off in a row when you're not working. I think it's awful because you're essentially just wishing your whole life away. And I don't think we should do that. Life is every day, life is now, and we have to enjoy now. Otherwise, what's the point? So I feel very strongly that we need to have, it doesn't have to be massive things, just smaller things that we can look forward to in between our different holidays. Side note, this kind of comes from a revelation I had when I was in therapy. So I went to therapy about something I'm not going to get into now. I went to therapy for something. I didn't go for very long. I only went for about 3 or 4 sessions, and afterwards I felt like I didn't need to go anymore. One of the things that came up during my sessions with my therapist was that I said to her that I didn't feel like my life had started. I said, I feel like I'm waiting for my life to start. It hasn't started yet. And at the time, I think I was about 25. And my therapist looked at me and said, Soraya, your life has started. This is your life. And I remember sitting there looking back at her and going, yeah, shit, you're right. So, it sounds really stupid when I say it out loud, but I think it's easy to sit back and feel like, well, when this happens, I will, or I just have to get this job, or I just need to finish this degree, or I just need to find the perfect person to be in a relationship with, or when I get my own apartment, or, then I will. Then it will be okay. Then it will be fine. Then I'll be where I want to be. And the thing is that we're always going to have something that we're moving towards. There's always going to be something in our life that isn't perfect, that we want to fix. But if we are constantly waiting for everything in our life to be perfect before we start living, we're never going to live. And I realized that when I was sitting with my therapist, how ridiculous that I am 25 years old and I feel like my life hasn't started yet. That's really sad. Of course my life has started. I've been living for the last 25 years. Why do I feel like I'm not living? That's a better question to ask. And I did ask myself that. And I think we all need to ask ourselves that question if we feel like that. What are you doing or not doing? So yes, life isn't just Christmas and summer holidays when you get to go abroad to your sun vacation to Spain or wherever it is. That is life, but that's not just the only life. Like, life is Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays. Life is every day. Life is in between holidays. Life is when you come home after work and you're tired. Life is the weekends. That's life too. And we have to come up with ways to make that fun. So we're not just living for 3 months of the year, we're living 12 months of the year. So I think we all need to make plans. They don't have to be massive plans, just smaller things that we can, so we have things to look forward to. And it could be a weekend trip somewhere. It could be just checking into a hotel for the night. It could be in your own hometown. It could be just going to a stand-up show. It could be going to the movies. It could be getting a massage. Just think of things that you can do every now and then so that you have something to look forward to. I think that's really important. And I think that makes January, February, March, April a lot more bearable. So that's my first tip. Now, besides making these smaller plans so you can have things to look forward to that aren't holidays, I think it's important, like I said before, to realize that you shouldn't wait to live your life, and life is now. I think you should think of things, little things that make you happy, that you like doing. And I think you should make a list. This was something that I learned in therapy. I was told to make a list of things that I enjoyed doing and that just made me feel good. For me, this was a really hard thing to do because it was a long time since I could remember doing things that I enjoyed, or I think it was a long time since I remembered feeling good and doing things that made me feel good because I wasn't well. So that for me was actually quite hard, and it might be hard for you as well. Maybe you should ask a friend or a family member if they remember you talking about things that you enjoyed doing. Anyway, I have a little list of things that I like to do to maybe help you in case you can't think of something. So on my list, I've put baking, lighting scented candles, really underrated, and drinking tea, using my electric blanket. Side note, if you don't have it, get it. It's like the best thing in the world, especially if you live in a colder climate like I do. Heaven. Going for a walk, lying on the sofa and just breathing. If you're stressed or you're just feeling a bit anxious, just lying down, closing your eyes and breathing makes you feel so good. And massages. So they're not massive things. They're not difficult things, lighting a scented candle and drinking a cup of tea when you watch your favorite true crime show. It's not super expensive to do. It's within everyone's reach, I think, most people's reach anyway. And I think it's really important that you sit down and have a think about these things, because it really is these small things in life that really improve the quality of life and can make a much bigger difference really than that 3-week vacation that you're going to have in Spain. because that's every day, and the vacation is just going to be 3 weeks. So if you can think of these small little things that you like, that make you feel good inside, then do them as often as possible, and it'll make a real difference. I think those little things, they make the biggest difference to my life. So in the new year, let us find things that make us feel good, things that improve the quality of our lives every day, so that we live every day, and not feel dead until we have 3 weeks off in June. Really hope that you guys found what I said interesting or helpful. Maybe it's reminded you about something that you like to do that might help you in the new year. And I hope that we all take care of ourselves better than we did this year, and start feeling good. So in today's video, we will be seeing myself and Thomas going to the movies, and you will also be seeing us skiing for the first time ever. Well, not Thomas's first time, but it's my first time ever skiing. I know I'm in my 30s, I live in Sweden, why haven't I skied before? I haven't skied because it's dangerous. First of all, it's dangerous. And then second of all, it's also quite expensive and uncomfortable. You're paying a lot of money to be uncomfortable for a very long time. Just FYI. Yeah. So that's what's happening today. So if you want to see that, stick around, have a look, and I'll see you at the end of the video. Oh, please like and subscribe. Go on, please.
How does it feel, babe?
Awesome. I'm at one with the snow and the skis.
Yeah, good job.
Now you've seen some footage, some things that Thomas and I were doing. Now, you're probably all wondering, what movie did we go and watch? Well, I'll tell you. We went to watch the latest Matrix film called The Matrix Resurrections. Now, I don't want to ruin anything for you, but the makers of The Matrix have already done that. So I'm not going to take the credit for that. They've ruined The Matrix. It was terrible. Please don't watch it. If you genuinely like the Matrix trilogy, you will not like this film. And the reason why you won't is because they basically ruined everything and taken away all the things that made you like it and shut on it, basically. Very disappointing. I can't really come up with anything good about the film. Yeah. It was expensive to see, and nothing about it was good, so don't go. Okay, so skiing. I mentioned before that skiing, what did I say it was? Expensive and uncomfortable. Yeah, and it is. It is kind of expensive, and you are uncomfortable. You've got to put these massive snow boots on that are really tight, and you can't stand straight in them, and walking in them is a real pain, and you might fall down a lot. If you're lucky, you won't, and if you're lucky, you won't break anything. So yeah, I mean, it is kind of uncomfortable. What did I think though? I actually had a really good time. I really enjoyed it. It was fun. Once you get the hang of it, it is fun. Sort of skiing down the slopes. It isn't easy though. People make it look so easy in the films, but it really isn't easy. It's really hard. But it's worth it. It was fun. And I was actually very proud of myself for doing that because it was quite scary. And I was convinced that I was gonna kill children because as I'm a beginner, I went on the family children slope, which is just children. And I was convinced every time that I was gonna crash into a little child and hurt them. So I was very scared. But I didn't though. I didn't, and that's the main thing. So that's been my week. Watching terrible films and skiing. And it was good. So I have no idea what my next video will be about. Oh, actually, I do know. Sorry, my memory is shocking now. So I have this this little box that I bought by accident. I'll tell you about that another time, but I bought it by accident because this isn't something that I would buy. This is called Soul Work Affirmation Cards. And in my next video, I'll tell you why affirmation cards and like the whole affirmation idea thing is bullshit, because it is. But I'll also tell you why I kind of like these affirmation cards, despite them being bullshit. And we're going to look at some cards together, and we're going to talk about them, I think. Cards, they're kind of pretty, they look like this, I don't know. So yeah, I think that's what we'll do in my next video, is we'll talk about that. But also why it's shit. Okay, it's time to say goodbye. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.